What is going on, guys? It's Pex. We're live right now, and you know how we do it. Share the live, share the live, share the live. Let us know exactly where you're joining us from, and of course, let's get started. Let's get started ASAP. Today is day. Today, right now, is day 7, and of course, we are into it like never before. We're finna go live. In fact, we're live right now on YouTube. So, in order to join us, use the link in our bio, link in story, or comment access to get a link. Join the live right now. We're live. You know how we do it. Day 7. Let us talk about how to get out of drawdown. Join us right now. Let's make it happen. So, if you're live with us, you know what to do. Drop the W's, and let us know exactly where you're joining us from. Straight up, let us know exactly where you're joining us from. Let us know exactly where you are joining us from. Like I said, day 10 is going to be marvelous. Day 7 is good. Day 10 is going to be marvelous. I'm sharing out the live. I see you guys, Jupiter. I see you, John. I see you, Benedict FX from Ghana. I see you, first to comment, of course. I see you, Evidence. I see you, Daniel. I see you, Bayelsa State. I appreciate you guys big time. This is top notch. I see you, Glitter Wave. Everybody's live and it is mind blowing. I see you, Mohammed. Every person is live. So, I see you guys. I'm 14 and you really inspire me. I appreciate you, Jupiter. I appreciate you very much. Of course, where are you joining us from, Clever? Where are you joining us from? I see you, Joy from Port Harcourt. Our mom, I see you. She probably might be the only mom right here. I don't know. But if you're a mom as well, let us know. We're going to congratulate you as well because it is not easy joining us every single day. For sure, I'm going to really appreciate going more. Jupiter, I see you. Zimbabwe. Okay, Zambia. Nice. I see you, Maureen from Abuja. I see you with the profile on N on Maureen's account. She's another female. Of course, that is mind blowing, which is great. I appreciate all the elderly person here. I appreciate you, live and direct. I see you from America. I see you from Edo State, Nigeria. So today is going to be lively. Today is going to be fun. I hope you guys are ready. Today I did something marvelous. I did something great. I, of course, did something that opened my mindset. Trust me, guys, there is nothing you cannot actually get if you put your mind to it. I used the $100 per pip movement today. It was crazy. It was intense. It was I don't know how I'm going to explain it, but I actually opened that lot size. And guess what? I was risking only $1,200 on that trade, which is like regular. But then I saw a small stop loss and I opened the lot. 10 lots. It wasn't so much compared to the account, but $1,000 on a particular trade, $100 per pip on a particular trade is wild. In total, about 1,200. W10 lots in the chart. That's it. W10 lots in the chart. W10 lots in the chart. I see the fire already. I see the fire already. W10 lots in the chart. It is not easy. W10 lots in the chart, because by the end of today, you're going to learn how to come out of drawdown. You're going to learn how to use lot size to your favor, and most especially, how to make the most money. How to make the most money. W10 lots in the chart. W10 lots in the chart. It's very important we get accustomed to all of this. So now I want to ask a question. How many of us have actually been in drawdown before? Or how many of us knows what drawdown means? What is drawdown? Let me ask before we go into how to come out of it. What exactly is drawdown? I'm feeling good today. What exactly is drawdown? Let me know. What exactly is drawdown? What exactly is drawdown? What is drawdown? Let me know. Give me your definition of drawdown. Okay. It is the amount you see going down when in a trade. Another definition. Another definition. Okay. Just got a 5K account a while ago. What prop firm is that? That's a good one. That's a good move. What prop firm is that? Drawdown is when your account is in loss. All right. Drawdown is when your account is in loss. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, E8. That prop firm is quite new. I don't know. Drawdown in trading is the reduction in your account balance or equity from its highest point to the lowest point due to losses. All right, makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. Now, it seems like everybody here we're used to drawdown either in one way or the other. Now, to make it clear, there is the first definition, and when it says here, it is the amount you see going down when in a trade. Now, this type of drawdown is a floating drawdown. All right, this type of drawdown is known as a floating drawdown. This type of drawdown is known as floating drawdown. For instance, you executed the trade immediately. The next thing you're seeing a loss. It is a floating drawdown. Floating. Do you understand? When the market is still on the go, when the market is still on the go, it's floating. You're seeing red, but it's not the justified amount. Do you understand? It's not the justified amount. Then the other definition, which is this one right here, drawdown in trading is the reduction in your account balance or equity from the highest to the lowest point. Now, what does this mean? The drawdown it is a finalized one. Just as all right. Now, a drawdown is a finalized one. This type of drawdown, a finalized drawdown, like your drawdown it has hit stop loss and your account has been deducted. It has hit stop loss and your account has been deducted. That is a floating drawdown. Do you get me? Sorry, that is this definition here. Deduction from actual balance to the lowest point, right? Yeah. So now, when you see all this type of losses, firstly, the floating losses, it kind of gives you an understanding that my account is in loss, but at the same time, I can still come out back because it is floating. Is it still on? Yeah. I can still come out back because it is floating. A floating loss, it is not a justified loss. It is not a what? Justified loss. Like an actual loss that you tend to get and boom, you've lost. Right? That is not total loss. But then the second definition actually tells us that you've gotten the total loss probably for the day or the week. So now, how would you know you're in drawdown? You have to consider the initial balance, which is the starting point, and then the current balance, which is the ending point. Do you understand? When you are in a trade, the moment you see red is a floating loss, or probably the market starts to go in opposite direction, it is still a floating loss. As long as the trade has not closed yet, it is not a justified loss, which means you've already seen that, okay, there's no way out of this. You've gotten the loss, you've gotten the loss. Now, the second loss, you have to consider the initial balance and the closing balance. Initial balance could be $1,000, right? Initial balance, let's say $1,000, and then you executed a trade risking about $200. You risk $200 and then you lose that trade, thereby the trade hitting stop loss. Automatically, that is a justified trade and it is equal to a loss. The question now is, how do you actually come out of those type of losses? How do you actually come out of those type of losses? Now, this depends on number one, your strategy placement, or I'll basically call it your setup. How to come out of drawdown, you need to consider your setup. How to come out of drawdown, you need to consider your setup. Very, very important. You need to consider your setup. Consider your setup. Very, very important. You need to consider your setup. It has to be an A plus setup. It just has to be an A plus setup. It just has to be an A plus setup. I taught you guys the other day how to actually bring about a good setup. Looking forward to a good setup, you need to actually put your mind to confluences. What confluence can actually amount to a good setup? These are the type of confluences you need to be looking at, like key levels. I told you guys, for me, I use key levels. I use like Fibonacci, other stuffs. You get me? To get an A plus setup is very, very important because this way you breathe in confidence. You have confidence when you're risking it. When you're increasing the lot, you have confidence. Now, there's a particular day whereby I was in deep loss. In fact, you're speaking about a particular day in regards to yesterday. I told you guys how I came out or how I went into a loss all the way because I'm looking for $50. I went to a loss of $800, negative $800 on my funded account. I'm trying to pass the account, which is I was in phase one. I went down mad in drawdown and then I lost. I didn't lose the account. I was down about $800 in that account. Over time, it compounded to negative 800. It's crazy. Now, I'm going to give you guys the secret of coming out of drawdown. All right? Number one secret of coming out of drawdown is you need that A plus setup. Number one. Number two, to come out of drawdown, you either go it in one of these two ways, the aggressive way or the recessive way. For me, I go with the aggressive way. Why? This is the mindset and mentality I used to go about it. This is the mindset and mentality I used to go about it. For instance, it is a $10,000 account. I have overall drawdown of $1,000. I've lost, let's say I've lost about $600, $700. This is what I'll tell myself. I have only $300 to go. I have only $300 to go. All I have to do, wait for that A plus setup. It still doesn't guarantee shorty. Looking forward to the A plus setup doesn't guarantee TP. It doesn't. But guess what? You have a better chance. And if luck comes into play, this is how I overtake with the loss. I overtake the loss with the profit. Number one thing, I wait for that A plus setup. Number two thing, I tell myself, it is either now or never. Burn the ships. I burn the bridge ASAP. I'm ready to risk all the $300 on a particular trade. I'm ready to risk all the $300 on a particular trade. Remember, it is not $300 of my money. It is $300 of a firm, which is $1,000, 10% overall drawdown. And then account side 10K. I like that. A plus setup does not guarantee TP. It doesn't. It doesn't guarantee take profit. It doesn't. But what it guarantees is that it gives you a higher chance to profit than to loss. If you've not shared the live, you need to do that right away. And if you're just joining us for the first time, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, share the live to as many people as possible. Let's try and share the live again. Let's try and share the live again. Share the live, share the live. If you're not here, share it. Drop it on your WhatsApp. Drop it on every group you have. Okay, let me share it on WhatsApp. Okay. I see you. We are 16 right now, which is actually great. I see you, Vinny. I see you, Precious. The W's in the chat type shit. So that's cool. Now, a W, a live setup, like an A plus setup, it doesn't guarantee TP, but what it actually does guarantee is a higher chance to profit. So what I do, I don't know if it's going to work out, but I would like to know. Coming out of serious drawdown, fam, it takes balls, it takes mind, it takes heart. You don't want to be that person. Like I keep telling myself this, I don't want to be that person in drawdown, but then I will make a profit and it will not bring me out of drawdown. Do you get it? I don't want to be that trader in drawdown and then I'll make profit, but it won't bring me out of drawdown. It's difficult to deal with. It's very difficult to deal with. It's very, very difficult to deal with. Do you understand? Now, what I try to do as much as possible is I stick to the system, but this time I'm increasing that lot. I'm increasing that lot. Why am I increasing the lot? Because I want to come out of drawdown. The steps to coming out of drawdown, I made mention of it. The steps to coming out of drawdown, we are in that module right now. Number one, you need to consider A plus setup. Number two, you need to put your mind down to the game. Do you understand me? Put your mind down to the game, to the fact that you care nothing less than coming out of drawdown. You want to come out of drawdown. So now what do you do in this scenario? When you see that A plus setup, what is an A plus setup? A setup that has higher probability going in your direction than the opposite direction. Do you understand? Going in your direction than the other. If you have that A plus setup in check, just like GBP USD, let me share my screen right away. I have an A plus setup I'm waiting for. And tomorrow is the only day I think I have for it in this week. Tomorrow is the only day I have for it in this week. Trust me, guys, the amount I'm going to make tomorrow by God's grace, God's willing, is going to happen. I'm not going to put any trade again. I'm just going to wait patiently. I need to hit it big, fam. I need to hit it big. I need to hit it big. I'm trying to share my screen right now to show you guys what an A plus setup actually looks like for me. My plan is going to take that account to, or in fact, out of drawdown because I want to make the most money. I want to make the most money. Now, when I do that, I am going to calculate my risk and calculate my reward. Once I can calculate my risk and calculate my reward, there's a huge chance that I will go hard on that. Now, the major technical approach I use to follow up a trade in coming out of drawdown, I make sure the key level is there. Number one. Number two, I make sure I probably see a chart pattern or a candlestick pattern. When I see those things, I am looking out for the PEX entry model. Once I get that, the simple thing I'm going to do, considering the fact that it is $300 I have, I'm dividing $300 by the stop loss I have. So $300 divided by my stop loss. For instance, I'm having a stop loss of 15 pips. $300 divided by 15 pips is $15 per pip, which means 1.50 on MT5 lot size. I'm going in 1 to 3 weeks to reward. Let me give you guys this secret and expo. You might not have a good win rate. You might not have a good win rate. You might not have a good win rate. But be rest assured to work on having a good risk to reward. How do you have a good risk to reward? You have a good risk to reward by training yourself to understand your strategy well enough so you know when to hold. The money is in the holding and not in the taking profit. The money is in the holding and not in the taking profit. Do you understand? If you know how to hold, you will risk 10 pips and you will get 30 pips, 40 pips. And when you risk 40 pips and when you risk 10 pips to get 30 pips, times it by 15. Let's do a rough calculation, guys. Let's do a rough calculation straight up. You have $300 at your disposal divided by 10 pips. Or no, let's do it the way we said it, divided by 15 pips. Okay. You have $20 per pip right there. Do you understand? Times you're going 1 to 3 weeks to reward. So 15 times 3 is 45. Times 45, you should be making $900. Immediately you're out of drawdown. Remember what I said? You've lost about $600, $600 to $700, and then you have only $300 left. Only $300 left. If you risk it on an A plus setup with this simple calculation, $300 divided by your stop loss, it will give you your lot size. And then what happens? Boom, we're good to go. We are good to go. We are good to go. You make $900 on the spot. You make $900 on the spot. Now, once you do that, try as much as possible. Once you've come out of drawdown, reduce your risk back. Like I said, that is the major thing that I did. The moment I saw that the market is in good condition to execute, I'm risking it. Make $900. And let me tell you something. The worst thing you want to do is risk a particular amount of money. And then because of your seeing small profits, you're closing out. Ask yourself, is that the small profit that you really want, or you want to come out of drawdown? Is that the small profit that you really want, or you truly, truly want to come out of drawdown? If you want to come out of drawdown, you know what to do. I'm seriously trying to load up TradingView, but this guy is not loading up. It's not loading up. Let me try loading up something else. Other things has loaded up. Why is TradingView a problem? So, how many of you guys are in drawdown right now? And let me know what account size and how much are you in drawdown? How much are you in drawdown and what is your account size? Let's see how we can get you out of drawdown, probably with GBP USD trade tomorrow. How much exactly are you in drawdown? And what is your account balance? Let us see how we can get you out of drawdown tomorrow with one trade. I'm not seeing anything. So nobody's on drawdown. All right, then I'm gonna leave it like that. Everybody is good. Nobody's on drawdown yet. I'm in daily drawdown. Have you hit the daily drawdown already? Did you hit the daily drawdown, or you're in some amount of money drawdown? How much in drawdown are you in? $300, $200, $500? Currently hoping to buy a prop account. Blew my account last year. What account size did you blow last year? What account size did you blow last year, and why do you think you blew the account? I'm in daily drawdown. I don't understand. What do you mean you're in daily drawdown? Have you hit the daily drawdown already? How much in drawdown are you in? $40 drawdown. Good. 5K account, or what type of account? Funded next account, 6K account size, drawdown 5,500. Good, which means you've lost $500. Now the question here is, do you have and do you have why do you think you actually blew that account? Why do you think you blew the account? $500 risk management. If I'm not mistaken, is this a live account? Like your own personal account? If I'm not mistaken, is this your own personal account as well? Sammy FX. Or is it a prop firm account? I have not done a prop account before, but did a free challenge with Funded Next and lost it. All right. Now, all of these things now is great. All of these things now are great. Let us start with glitter wardrobe first. When you have this experience, I'm going to ask you a few questions. This is directed to people that have traded prop firm and lost it. Have you ever think of why exactly do I lose? Now let me give you some categories. Is it a strategy problem? Is it a strategy problem? Like in the sense that you don't know when to buy and the right time to sell. Or you buy and it goes down. Do you understand? You sell and it goes up. This kind of stuff. Do you understand? You buy, it goes up, it goes down, and you sell, it goes down. Do you understand? Strategy problem. Strategy problem. Or do you have a strategy, but then your risk management is not allowing you to win? Your risk management is not allowing you to win. Answer that question, glitter wardrobe. Let us see where we can solve that problem for you. It's revenge trading. Yes, no strategy. Great. This is a problem we're going to be fixing in the forthcoming event we're going to be having. So stay tuned on that, because when you don't have a strategy, you don't have a direction. A strategy is something that keeps you in line of what to do next. A strategy is something that keeps you in line for what to do next. If you have a strategy, you have a direction. If you have a direction, you have a purpose. If you have a purpose, then there's a huge chance you're going to get an outcome. Without a direction, you have nowhere you're going. The PEG strategy is a strategy that gives you an actual direction, thereby using the higher time frame to actually direct you to where the overall market is headed. Using the higher time frame, you can see the clear direction of the market. Come to the lower time frame, you're going to definitely see what the market is currently doing as at now. And then later on, you're going to utilize those information to executing a trade with the PEX entry model, and you're good to go. If you look at the screenshot I sent to the Telegram community and uploaded on my Instagram, the moment I entered that trade, it was a good sell-off. $100 per pip, which means for every market movement, I am making 147,000 naira as it goes in my direction. Crazy. That is crazy. Clip that. So don't worry. Once we're done with this live breakdown, we are going to be picking interested traders, extremely interested, people that are vigorated, like you really need this. Not for everybody, because your application is going to really matter a lot. By then, we would know who we're going to be working with step by step to liberate you and show you what, guys. I gave you guys a narration the other time. I said you can literally use $50 to buy this kind of phone. Why? If you use $50, you buy a $10,000 account. You pass the phases. You use $100, which is 1%. You make $300, which is 3%. You get a payout of 80%, which is going to give you $240. Then you use $200, you buy another account, $50,000 account, one payout, which is 1% of $500, and getting 2%, which is $1,000. This phone is going to be bought in just one payout. This is the simple strategy that I used to acquire this with GFT. I've posted the screenshot, I've posted the video, I've talked about it on YouTube. How I got $1,200 payout, how I got $1,198 payout on GFT, and I showed you guys how it's going to be doing. So put your eyes down and learn it. Glitter Wardrobe, I hope to see you selected in the team for 2026 prop firm trading. Let me answer another person. I'm in drawdown boss on a 10K account, 4% drawdown. So you're basically in drawdown of $400. Now the question here is, how did you go to drawdown? How did you go to drawdown? Is it because you don't have a strategy, or you have a strategy but over trading, or the market is not just in your favor? Let us know. Let me answer another question while I wait for that answer. I'm in 3% with funded next. Now, if you're in 3% drawdown, it's not a big deal at all. What account size? What account size? Answer the question while I answer someone else. Instant funded account or good funded 10K. My drawdown is $9,745. Next time, just write the amount you're in drawdown of, not your account balance. This now you are in drawdown of about $255. Yeah, you're drawdown of $255. It is very, very easy. Do you know why you're in drawdown of this amount of money? It is very simple. You're scared. You are scared. Take it from me. You're scared of risking the amount and you're not ready to lose. That is why you're doing it small. You risk $25 today. You risk $30 today. You risk $50 tomorrow. You go about it. Quote me wrong if I am wrong. But if I'm right, let me know in the comment section. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section. If I'm right, let me also know. You're scared of risking a good amount, and you're also scared. That is why you are reducing it. $25 today, $30 today, next tomorrow, like that. That is why you're down $255. Back to Hassan. Market not just moving in my favor. I entered USD card today. It moved in a bit for 1 to 2 RR, then hit my stop loss. Why should you go 1 to 2 RR and you're not breaking even, bro? Why are you not breaking even? These are things that you learn, but you don't learn them with experience. And now the major reason why you're not breaking even is you're scared of actually seeing the market reverse back in your favor when you don't get stopped out. Why should you lay your mind on hopes instead of systems? Put your mind on systems, not on hope. It will keep you long enough in the game to be able to make a payout. The best thing that I do for this type of system, for this type of trade, is once I am at 1-to-1, break even immediately. If I'm risking $500 and I am in profit of $500, I am breaking even immediately. Implement this and you will get more of break even than stop losses. You can't see some money in profit. These are the three things you lost. Number one, you lost the floating profit, which is up to 1 to 2 risk to reward. Number two, you lost your initial risk. Number three, you lost a bit of confidence. That is bad. These three things is very, very difficult if you don't have a solution to it. But the solution to it after losing these three things, number one, you don't actually want to lose out on profits that are floating unless you have a system backing that up. Number two, not for any reason should you be in profit when you're trading a funded account and then you lose that profit and then lose your initial risk, which is allowing the market reverse back and hit your stop loss. Always use a break even. Number three, always follow your system. If you follow your system, even if the market hits your break even, you'll be solid enough in the heart to believe that another trade is going to come that will make you win. These three philosophies are going to keep you longer in the game before you can get a payout. Implement this, Hassan. Maureen, we are having, I don't know how to analyze, but it is okay to buy a prop firm and join your copy trading group to pass the prop firm account. It is good, but trading with signals is great and is less stressful. But for me, I would really, really prefer you learn the skill by yourself. Trust me, it is not difficult. It is not, can never be difficult. The question is, are you willing to learn? Can you dedicate at least 1 to 2 hours every day studying the materials, studying the charts, and of course, working on yourself? Nobody came to this point. I didn't come up to this point making $1,000 by sitting down on my arm and allowing things work out. I can give you signals today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, but next tomorrow I might stop giving signals. I've done it before countlessly. I'm going to be doing trade and then close my VIP channel. I don't want to do VIP anymore. Where do you run to? You go to look for another trader that's going to be giving VIP. Yes. But once that trader stops or probably enters into losing streak, what happens? So when you decide to learn it by yourself, it is going to cost you less. See, there is no shortcut in this game. I'm going to tell you the sincere truth. No shortcut in this game. Why? Because if you don't pay the money to a mentor, you are going to pay the money to the market, or you're going to pay the money to prop firms. Believe it or not, clip that. You will either pay it to a mentor that will reduce the amount you're going to pay to the market and to prop firms. If you doubt it, go ahead. Why did I say so? Because somebody having a clear path will show you that A is wrong, do B instead. That doesn't guarantee 100% win, but it will reduce the 100% chance that you're going to lose to about 30%, thereby giving you a win rate of 70. Or it will reduce it to 50% loss, 50% win, but with a good risk to reward, you're getting a 1 to 2 risk to reward. With the 50% loss, your win is 100% because 50 times 2 is 100. So meaning you're now up about some certain amount of percent, even though you lost some money. I'm going to tell you guys, my losses rate, my win rate is not high. My win rate is not high. No. The sincere truth here is I can place like 10 trades. I can lose 5. In fact, I can lose 6. Do you know the mind-blowing part? I can lose the first 6. Why did I say this? Because I've analyzed myself. I've seen it. Most of the time, my first 6 trades, probably I might win the first one. But the remaining 5 can be lost. 5. But it doesn't shake me because I know that I am going to come out of this drawdown in my 6th, 7th, 8th trade. But do you know the beauty about that confidence is I am not coming out of this drawdown with just 1%. I am risking 1% to get 3%. Let me give you this mathematical formula. Very, very simple. If you actually have an account, take this example, 10%. 10%, you lose 6 trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You lose 6 trades. 1% gone, 2% gone, 3% gone, 4% gone, 5% gone, 6% gone out of a 10%. Bad trader, right? Right. But now the remaining 4 that is left, what happens? Let's take it. Each win is a 1 to 3 risk to reward. So 1 to 3, you are up 3%. You are up another 3%. You are up another 3%. You are up another 3%. So for each win, it is a 3% because 1:3 ratio. That is 3 times 4 is 12. You're up 12%. Do you understand? You're up 12%. Now, when you hit that 12%, what happens? You lost 6. You're up 12. 12 minus 6, you are up 6%. Do you understand? That is it. That is basically it. You're going to be getting 6% back. I've reviewed all my trades and I found out that that is actually what happens. And you need to have the mind to actually go hard on it. So I would recommend try as much as possible to learn yourself. I offer a signal group, ain't gonna lie. But the truth here is signals is not really the best. But if you want signals, go for it. But it is not really the best for the long run. That is the real truth about signals. Now let's go into this one. I'm 3% drawdown, 5K account with funded next. That is your down $150. You have 5% daily drawdown. That is 5% is about 250. Yeah. And you're down 150. My friend, it is not difficult. One trade can actually do it for you. If I was the one trade can do it for me. I've been in drawdown more than 3%. One trade did it for me. But do you have the mind to risk it? Just do it. All you have to do is open one position. One position, which is 1% risk. But another question, do you have that setup? Do you have that A+ setup? That A+ setup to take you up. That A+ setup to take you up. Do you have that setup? If you have it, bro, risk 1%. Wait 3%. Now, the problem you might have is if you're not used to holding trades for long, that is where you're going to have a problem if the setup is good. But this is what I'm going to tell you. You're in drawdown. Of what use is the profit if it doesn't give you the goal that you want? This is the mindset if you must hold a trade. I know $200 is good. You are out of 3% drawdown. You're now in 1% drawdown because you made $200, right? Yes. But your target is $300. What is the chance that if you close at $200, the next trade is going to give you $100? The next trade might literally and equally take you back down to $300 in deficit. But if you had held that previous one that gave you $200, there is a chance it can give you $300, but you were just too impatient to hold. So this is how I go about it. I give myself this idea. There is no need for $200 because I am still in drawdown. And I don't want to be in a situation whereby I will close this good trade and then start all over again tomorrow, risking initials. Instead, I'm going to break even and hope for the best. Yes, at some point in trading, you just have to sit on your arm and pray to God. That's it. I have to sit on your arm and pray to God, bro. That's it. If you cannot hold, you can't make money, bro. If you can't hold, you can't. You see yourself holding in loss, but not holding in profit. Don't you think it's something you need to think about? Like, you hold in loss, but can't hold in profit. Why? Because you hold in loss in hope that it's going to reverse. But you can't hold in profit in fear because it's going to reverse. Instead of it should be the other way around. Don't hold, instead be scared that the loss is going to be even worse. Close out. But hope that the profit is going to be higher. So hold it. Tariq FX 001. Stand on your name. 001. Check anybody having that 001. You know that they have mind. Should we go into it, Davido? Should we go into it, Osime? Should we go into it, Happy Forex? People that have 001 don't play around. Put your mind to the game, Tariq. You didn't buy that 5K account to lose it. You didn't buy that 5K account to lose it. You didn't buy it to lose it, even if it is small money. That small money, there is a reason why you tested it out. Put your mind to the game. Hold. If you can hold, you will make good money if you have the right setup. Speaking about the right setup, I'm confident that GBP USD, if it follows what I said, which is hitting my PEX key zone, once you get to my key zone, PEX entry model, that is all I need. I am ready to go another $100 per pip, which is to risk about $1,000 on this trade. I've sent it to my Telegram community already. If you're not in the Telegram, use the link in the description. I'm ready to risk another $1,000 on this trade, GBP USD tomorrow. I'm ready, guys. Like, I just pray GBP USD does that. Like, it get to the zone, give me my entry. Even if I lose, like, guy, I'm ready to lose in happiness because this is my system. I'm ready. The question is, will GBP show itself? Show yourself. Come to me. Come to daddy. Come to daddy. I need to give you a big hug. I will literally milk you tomorrow if it gives me all I need. So you might just want to tap in on that one tomorrow and see if you can come out of drawdown, Tariq, and by God's grace, God might do it. $150 is too small to be panicking. It's too small. If you're still here in this live and you heard everything I said, let me know in the chat. Drop understood in the chat. Drop some fire in the chat. So let me just answer one more. I have just 2 minutes left. I appreciate every single person dropping their heart out here. It's really a good time with you guys. And for sure, like I said, day 10, I'm bringing in our favorite guy. You guys are going to be learning how to trade gold because it is going to be marvelous. It is going to be great. It is going to be next level. It is going to be next level. Trust me, it's going to be next level. Next level with the Gold Slayer. Number 1 Gold Slayer. Don't worry, guys. Day 10 is next week, Tuesday. So pay attention to that. Let's go. What should be my approach on a 5K account? 1% risk per trade. 1% risk per trade, which means for every trade, risk $50. For every trade, risk $50. Try as much as possible to get 1 to 2 risks to reward or 1 to 3 risks to reward. Try as much as possible to get 1 to 2 risk to reward or 1 to 3 risk to reward. Once you get this, you should be able to go. But if you don't have a system, you need to learn that. Once we're done with this live, we're going to be launching the Multitech Academy website. This is going to be the beginning of the enrollment into mentorship. This is going to be crazy, but then we must put you on the line for what? Payout. If you look at my wall, those of you that are following me, I've removed my certificate from my wall. It is about time to beautify it with something new this year. Last year, we dealt with Funded Next. This year, we're going to do more with different prop firms. I want to show that it is not just by luck, but by the mind, by the wisdom, and of course, the knowledge that God has given unto me to help, teach, and of course, liberate people from stop losses. He says, Moses, liberate my people from Israelites, like from Egypt, I mean. All right? Bring them out. He's telling me now, Pex, go into the world. Liberate people from losses. Show them that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Believe it's possible and it will happen. On to the last one. Passed phase 1 and 2, but blue funded 2 times 5K account, equity edge, and gold funded. Wow. Wow. Passed phase 1 and 2, but blue funded twice 5K account, equity edge, and gold funded. Since it is 2 times, then there is an occurrence that you have not learned. There is a pattern you've not recognized, and there is a mistake you have not learned your lesson from. Tell me, what is that mistake? Think deep. I'm going to be rounding up after this one. Think deep. Day 10 is going to be marvelous. Day 10 is going to be marvelous. I'm telling you guys for sure. Think deep. If you've lost an account, phase 1 and phase 2, but blue funded 2 times, then you need to ask yourself, what is actually making me blow my funded account? You're literally funded, man. You're at the money point. Literally. And now we have it. It's emotion. That is the only thing that can actually make you lose an account. But why weren't you emotionally attached when you were in phase 1 and phase 2? It is because you told yourself, this one don't matter. Even if I make money, it doesn't matter because this is not where I will get my payout. But the moment you were attached to it, you find yourself being scared. Do you see now we've debunked the problem and gotten an answer? Now, the actual way to go about this is, it is a mindset shift. Tell yourself this. If I don't see my setup, I wouldn't trade. Because the moment you are telling yourself you are system-based and not profit-based, you will make money. Once you are system-based and not... You passed phase 1 and 2, bro. Twice on 2 different occasions. 2 different occasions. What are you trying to tell me? You have a system. You have a strategy. You have a strategy. Yeah, Michael Heavy Pips. You also got a payout from Good Funded Trader because I remember you at the year. You sent me a payout certificate from Good Funded Trader. If I'm not mistaken, let me check Instagram. Let me know. Is that right? You sent me a payout certificate, and this was him here. It's the person here that sent me this certificate. This is Equity Edge certificate. You can see right there. And then he also sent me that for Good Funded Payout. This is Good Funded Payout. Most of you guys that say Good Funded don't pay out and all those stuffs, it is not just from only me. People who follow me knows what I'm talking about. I'm not going to hear, like, why should I bring something that is not going to be of benefit to you? They're not paying only me out. If you get payout, you get your money. Simple as that. You can see it right here. This is somebody that sent me. This is a message from Instagram. This is a message from Instagram. So this is a message from him here. This one right here. So you can see it. It is a payout. $86, and that was December 5. Do you understand? So you guys need to like put your mind to the game. They will pay you if you actually worth payment. And you can only be worth payment if You pass phase 1, pass phase 2, get the profit that you want, and request payment. What account size did you use to get that payout? What account size did you use to get that payout? Let's round up ASAP. If you're not following up, try as much as possible to follow up. Try as much as possible to subscribe, like, and of course, share it to as many people as possible. Wow. It is a 1K instant account. You got paid. 1K instant account. Let me know, how much did you get that 1K instant account? How much did you get that instant 1K account? Let's see the same thing on Good Funded Trader. How much did you get that instant 1K account? What? 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 You used $1 to get $86. Boss my head. Boss my head. And you guys tell me prop firm is not good. Nah. Like, this is crazy. $1 to get $86. You used $1 to actually get a payout of $86. Nah, this is wild. That is what I keep telling you guys. Let's check the actual amount of this Good Funded Trader instant account for $1,000. Instant account. Let's see. The instant account $1 is it not available anymore? Okay, it's no longer available here on the site. So that, if I'm not mistaken, was it that time they were doing $1? Was it that time they were doing that $1 offer? Was it that time they were doing that $1 offer? Was it the time they were doing that $1 offer? This is good funded. It's good funded. Okay, yeah. He got it that time they were doing that offer, which is $1 for $1,000 instant account. I also made a video about that, but people were like saying, it's scam and this and that. We have somebody that made good payout from it. Exactly, during December period. You can see it right there. During December period, you use $1 to buy an account and you make $86. How many? What's the risk to reward? 1 to 86. 1 to 86 RR. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Like, it's crazy. Okay, they are asking, what prop firm is that? Michael, what prop firm is that? What prop firm is that? Let's get it from you. Everybody's mind blown. You can see it right there. It said Gold Funded Prop Firm. It said here Gold Funded Prop Firm. Crazy. So literally, you can actually go from $1 to $86 if you know how to trade. And I like the fact that he didn't stress it so much. You got $86 and then straight. Was it into your crypto wallet or your bank account? Which one how did you get your payout? Crypto or bank account? That's the last question for the day. How did you get your payout? Is it crypto or bank account? Let's hear it from him. Rise to bank. I like smart people. GFT will pay you to your Rise. Then Rise, you can use it to actually get your payout directly to your bank account. In case whereby you want to watch a video about Rise, Then I have a video here talking about Rise. You just have to search for Rise. Let's see if I'll pop out on the search bar. Rise $T. Rise. How to get a payout with Rise. Let's see if I write Rise Pex. Let's see if I'll pop out. Nah, bro, I ain't popping out shit. Then let's write it actually. I should pop out, bro. Good. This is how you do it. How to withdraw crypto from Rise. You watch it. You're good to go. From Rise, you're going to get your account set up and then you get your payout. Straight up. Straight up. So we're going to call it a day, guys. I appreciate every single one of you that were here. And of course, it is a good time with you guys. It's always been a good time with you guys. And of course, if you're going to be joining us and if this is your first time, then subscribe, like, and of course, share this video to as many people as possible. And I'm going to be meeting you guys tomorrow, which is going to be the final day for the week, which is day 8. All right. I'm going to see you guys in day 10, which is going to be on Tuesday next week with our top trader. Top trader. The flyer is going to be coming out tomorrow, Friday. So you guys, I would appreciate repost it and share it to as many people as possible. Join my Telegram community and let us trade tomorrow. If you're in loss, come. I will make some good profit for you through Christ who strengthens me. Peace out, guys. It is Pex. And of course, if you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, and yeah, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Join the Telegram. Let's make some money.